So we're having a look at a couple of clips from Kalyn Ponga and his time during the Australian youth team at the Youth Championships. Okay, so there's 3 clips that we're going to have a look at. So let's rewind to the start. Have a look at the first clip. Okay, so it looks like an open side quickie. We'll break down an open side quickie. Okay, so firstly, no idea what you're doing up there. You're the winger. That's very confusing. So we have middle. All right, so that's pretty basic here. So we have the shape of New Zealand here. We have a middle and a link up nice and high. Okay, the reason we have that, Kalyn Ponga, if he's going to be the dominant ball player, he throws right to left, he throws this way. Okay, in order for him to get that pass, he needs to have the right middle to make the dump on, but he doesn't. Their right middle is back because they can probably see that. They don't want to give him the right middle because they know he will throw the long ball. So what do? We adjust. Middle, play the ball here. Kalyn Ponga is going to step open side, and which in theory isn't the best play. So we'll go forward a little bit. In theory, this is not... If he steps short side this way, he goes up against an offside player. And he can step and he can dribble or dabble or whatever and score at his feet. It's a lot easier to beat that offside player. But he's now stepped into this channel and he's going to go up against the saving middle who's onside. So he's relying on his footwork to beat the onside player, which luckily for him, he's Kalyn Ponga and his right foot step is just massive. So he completely wrong foots the New Zealand player here. As you can see, he's flat-footed. And by the time his mate realises, then there's nothing really he can do. And he just ducks in underneath him. So an interesting play there. Probably not the play that I would have selected, but a nice recovery in getting that big left foot step to beat the defender there. Makes for good TV, I'll tell you that. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so this is a try scored by Ponga. He's in the number 12. Not sure if there's a reason behind that. Okay, so we'll go to that try. Okay. So unfortunately, the clip doesn't offer much more, but because of this bloke's outline, I'm going to assume that he's done a 4-on-3. He's just faded out for the link, who's dummy half right here, and he's playing open side to a 4-on-3. So we have a hole runner. This person should be running that hole. He's a bit tight. Kalyn Ponga will be running the link hole, and the winger will be holding the width. As you can see, the defense sort of is manned up, so he actually has the dummy half. He has this player here. This bloke here should be releasing a little bit, getting a bit wider, and marking up against Kalyn, but he's for some reason he's a little bit far in. And there's one other thing that I'll point out, but we'll go through the slow motion here, and he just picks a nice pass. Kalyn's running a nice hole, so his line off the ball is really good. But if we go back and have a look at the shape of New Zealand here, the person in defence that's furthest forward is the middle. Normally we don't do that. We have the link up nice and high. Okay, well the link would be up nice and high, but he'd probably be a little bit in as well. And this guy would probably be a little bit back, just to give some reassurance that if they try to look to pass and that link is just in that spot there and they can't find it, the only option is running into that middle, and they can't do a second phase play. And our second phase play was if he's standing right there and he comes to shut down the play, they just dump the ball again on the 7 and they go and they continue the play. If he's back here where the referee is, they can't do that. They can't get their second phase play because they'll pick up the ball and just get touched from dummy half because it's only a metre to get onside. So that's why we don't send that middle too far up. The link can be up. Well, you'll see it in the next clip. The link's up to be able to make a touch on this player. And if they try that bullet pass, which they do here, if he's up 2 metres further, he catches that pass right there. And that brings us to our next clip with Kalyn in defence. It's the same thing. We've just had someone fade out. This is the dummy half. Okay, he's taking on the offside player and he'll crack open side and enter that space, thus allowing his players to run their lines. Okay, so if we fast forward or slow forward a little bit, this middle is nice and deep. So if he does throw the pass and get all the way in here and try to do second phase, it's not going to work. The link's job, he'll step out to the 7, He'll get out a bit higher. The middle's just gone forward at the last minute. And he tries to poke that bullet pass to the link. And he's picked it off. Okay. Now he's in tight enough, Kalyn, here, that if he does throw the short, if this player comes right in and he throws the short ball, Kalyn's got enough time to get that touch. And if he tries to throw the long loopy pass to the link, he can just turn around and chase. It's going to be a long time for that ball to actually get to the ground before New Zealand can catch it. So he's got plenty of time to recover there, but he's in the nice channel, what we call channel defense, and he picks off the pass. So you'll see a lot of intercepts in high-level touch football, and they're always links making the intercept, and they're always nice and high up in what's called that channel. So we'll have a look at that one more time. There it is. Nice and high, up in the way, picked off. And that's Kalyn Ponga's little mini highlights from the, I think it might have been a youth Trans-Tasman or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching this mini breakdown, and we hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.